How's it going, guys? It's Rad. So yeah, the WWE Extreme Rules review. Sorry it's a little later than normal because I had family over the other day, so I couldn't record. But I now got time, so let's get started with it. So Extreme Rules, we start off with our pre-show matches. The first one was Andrade Cien Almas versus Sin Cara. This is a pre-show match, so really, who gives a shit? We're just gonna skip this match entirely because we've seen this already on SmackDown for a couple weeks. Pretty much the same match. Andrade gets the 3 count for the win. Next up, we get the tables match between New Day and Sanity. This match I sort of cared about. Match ending though. Eric Young would hit an elbow drop on Kofi Kingston through a table outside the ring to get the win for Sanity. There you go, Eric Young. You win a pay-per-view match within your first month on the main roster. So far, not bad. Maybe one day you can get those tag titles. One day. But yeah, the pre-show matches, thanks for playing. Now let's get to some matches that matter. So to the main card. So the first match to open the show would be the Raw Tag Team Titles match. Broken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt defend against Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas of the Bandwagon team. Highlights in the match, Bray Wyatt's splash in the corner was good. Bray Wyatt's Uranagi was also great. Matt Hardy's side effect was also good, along with the elbow drops. Match ending as Bray and Matt were getting ready to hit the kiss of deletion on Bo. Curtis Axel would cause a distraction. Bray Wyatt would knock Curtis off the ring apron. Bo Dallas would then grab Hardy and push him right into Wyatt. Bo would then hit the spinning neck breaker on Matt Hardy, and he gets the 3 count for the win. And now the Bandwagon team is the new Raw Tag Team Champions. What the fuck? And this is coming after Bray Wyatt had that car accident. It's like, once again, WWE finds another way to shit on Bray Wyatt's career. Like, this company is petty. They will find any excuse possible to bury somebody or to screw somebody over. It's like either, oh, he did this, or he put 3 creams in the coffee instead of 2. But yeah, I'll talk more about that in a little bit, because we got a little bit more coming up. Okay, next up. Next up, we actually have an interview segment. Kurt Angle backstage, but of course Kurt Angle talks about how everyone on Raw shows up every week for their effort except Brock Lesnar, as Brock won't show up for Raw, but he'll show up at UFC and get in their champion's face. Yes, of course, referencing Brock Lesnar. But to be fair, Daniel Cormier did call out Brock Lesnar, and Brock answered it. But yeah. So then Kurt lays an ultimatum, telling Brock either show up on Raw, or come to terms with an agreement on his next title defense, or Kurt will strip Brock Lesnar of the Universal Championship. You should have done, if you were going to strip it, you should have done it a long time ago. But hey, at least you're now taking steps now. Next up, we got a one-on-one match. Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin. Highlights in the match, Baron's flip over Finn was good. Baron's corner clotheslines were also good. Baron's big clothesline was also pretty good. Baron's big right hook was on point. Finn's step up insecurity was on point, well executed. Baron's chokeslam backbreaker was good. Finn's sling blade on point. Baron's deep 6 was on point. Finn's stomp was on point, was good. And Finn's corner drop kick, as course, is always great. Match ending, Finn Balor would go for the coup de grace. Baron would swipe Finn's legs off the top rope. Baron would go for the end of days. Finn would counter it with a roll-up to get the 3 count for the win. So Finn Balor is victorious. How about that? See, I told you. They're going to have Baron Corbin just be another corporate Kane. It's like WWE doesn't learn their lesson. Alright, next up, we get the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Carmella defends against Asuka with James Ellsworth suspended above the ring in the shark cage. Of course, for most of this match, Ellsworth, of course, is trying to escape the cage. And Ellsworth at one point, Ellsworth would actually throw a chain down at Carmel at one point. Asuka would counter it along with, and the ref would also catch it. And then Ellsworth drops a can of mace to Carmella, but Asuka would kick it right out of her hands. But anyway, to the match itself. Carmella, highlights of the match, Carmella's stomp was real good. Asuka's rear view was also good. Match ending, Ellsworth would get caught escaping the cage. He would actually pick the lock and actually open the door. Ellsworth would try to jump out. But Ellsworth's leg would get caught in the cage, and Ellsworth would end up hanging upside down like it's an action scene movie. And Asuka would see that after Asuka would take out Carmella on the outside. Asuka would then go and use Ellsworth as a kicking bag, would repeatedly kick Ellsworth. Of course, the stage crew was trying to keep Asuka from doing it, and Asuka would attack all of them. Because they were trying to get the cage down so they can get Ellsworth back in. But during all that, Carmella would then throw Asuka face first in the cage from behind to get the 3 count for the win and take advantage of a distracted Asuka. Of course, after the match, Asuka would attack Ellsworth for post-match assault. And Asuka would walk in the Asuka lock on Ellsworth, and she would stand tall after having him for probably 20 seconds. But yeah, wow, so in a few months, so within almost a year, you go from booking Asuka to look super strong on the main roster to now making her look like shit in the last 2 months. WWE logic for you folks. Alright, next up. Oh god, no, man. Next up, the US title match. I should be happy for it, but what happens, I won't be. So, this match, Jeff Hardy defends against Shinsuke Nakamura. Before the match, as the referee is about to hand the US title off to the timekeeper and the ring announcer in the timekeeper's area, Shinsuke would hit a low blow on Jeff Hardy for pre-match assault. Of course, the ref would go to Jeff's aid. Jeff would tell the ref ring the bell. So here's what happens. Ref rings bell. Shinsuke immediately hits Kinshasa on Jeff Hardy. And Shinsuke gets 3 count for a win. Match is over within 6 seconds. Shinsuke is new United States champion. Like, you gotta be shitting me. Really? We're gonna shit on Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy. And Nakamura. So the squash match we wanted last year between Nakamura and Mahal, we get it against Hardy. Are you fucking kidding me? Well, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that Nakamura won the US title, but come on, 6 seconds? Shitting on both their talent and skills? What the fuck is wrong with this company? It's obvious. Vince McMahon went full McMahon again. Roses are red. I got a poem here. Ready? Roses are red. Violets are blue. Vince McMahon goes full McMahon again. God damn it. After the match, Randy Orton's music would hit. Randy Orton comes out. Of course, Randy Orton's been out the last couple months with a shoulder injury. And Randy's now back. And Randy would hit a low blow on Jeff Hardy for post-match assault, while Shinsuke Nakamura was standing on top of the English announce table. And then Randy Orton would walk away. It's like, fucking, this match sucked. What a fucking embarrassment. What a way to fucking shit on the United States Championship. And no wonder fucking mid-card titles don't mean anything. Except for the Intercontinental Championship. That title actually means something now thanks to The Miz. Maybe it's time Miz becomes United States Champion. But yeah, this match easily contends for Garbage Moment of the Week. In fact, it even contends for Garbage Moment of the fucking year. But anyway, continuing on. Next up, we would have the Steel Cage match. Mr. Money in the Bank, Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Highlights of the match, Kevin's super kick was great, along with his cannonball. Braun's hammer fist was well executed. Kevin's stunner was on point. Kevin's 2 super kicks to Braun by the door were good. Those two super kicks would allow Kevin to handcuff Braun to the ropes. Kevin would then try to use Braun as a punching bag. Braun would actually hit a one-handed choke slam on Kevin, which is on point. As Kevin is about to leave the cage, climbing up, about halfway up, Braun would then rip the handcuff right off the rope. Braun would climb up to the top with Kevin. Braun would throw a few shots at Kevin. And then Braun grabs Kevin and throws Kevin Owens off the top rope of the cage through the announce table. But since Kevin Owens' feet touched the floor first, Kevin Owens is the winner. So in other words, Braun Strowman handed Kevin Owens the match. It was a great moment, yes. However, there's a double-edged sword. With every positive comes a negative. Hence why the title is Major Disaster Pay-Per-View. So by having Braun do this epic moment, you also at the same time make Braun look like a massive fucking idiot. Because you make him hand a match, make him lose by doing that. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this company is fucking retarded. Like, what a load of shit. What a terrible start to this fucking pay-per-view. Alright, next up, as we try to move on from this, SmackDown Tag Team Titles match. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, the Bludgeon Brothers, defend against Daniel Bryan and Kane, Team Hell No. At the start of the show, the Bludgeon Brothers would attack Bryan and Kane backstage. Rowan would use his sledgehammer to slam a door right into Kane's foot. Daniel Bryan would go into a steel door. But yeah, this match starts off as a 2-on-1 handicap match as Kane was being treated for his foot. Highlights of the match. Daniel's running dropkick was good. Daniel's top rope Hurricane Rana was on point. The Harper-Rowan body slam combo was good. Rowan's splash in the corner. Rowan's backbreaker body slam combo was good. Then there was at one point a miscommunication between Harper and Rowan. When Luke Harper went for a suicide dive, he would get Eric Rowan instead. Midway through the match, Kane's music would hit. Kane would come out wearing a medical boot for his bad foot. Kane would come in. Kane hit 2 modified choke slams. They were pretty good as modifieds because the bad foot could prevent him from doing a full, so I guess modified's okay. Daniel's missile drop kick was good, and his yes kicks were on point. Eric Rowan's spin kick was also on good. Match ending. Miscommunication between Daniel Bryan and Kane. Eric Rowan would grab Daniel Bryan. Luke Harper hit a top rope clothesline. And Harper gets a 3 count for the win as the Bludgeon Brothers retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The match was meh at best. But yeah, let's continue on. Alright, next match. Oh boy, this match was not good. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. Alright, alright, so Bobby Lashley comes out, gets a good pop from the crowd. Boring fuckface comes out, gets booed out of the fucking building by the Yinzers because they were in Pittsburgh. Boring fuckface does his same fucking boring entrance. Looks like he just woke up from a goddamn nap. Could give a fuck. And since Roman to get over, guess what? The meme continues. Congratulations, Vince. You still can't get Roman over with the crowd. Seriously, Vince, blow it up. That's all I gotta say. Blow it up. Alright, highlights and Roman fails in the match. Lashley's amateur wrestling to start the match was pretty good. Lashley suplexed the counter and Roman Reigns armbar was pretty good. Roman's punches and elbows were crap. Like at one point, Lashley would oversell a Roman punch by falling down and then almost going out of the ring. Like trying to make, because you gotta make Roman look strong. Roman's drive-by was not on point. It looked like it was more in the air. Roman's headlock was terrible. He couldn't even get it locked in. Roman tossing Lashley outside the ring. The toss was bad. Like Lashley ran it on his side. It could have got injured. Roman was being reckless with it. Roman attacking Lashley from behind. Didn't even get close to the head. Got more mid shoulders. Lashley's clothesline was good after that to the outside. Roman's running clothesline looked fake. Then, of course, that running clothesline would start Roman's mini BS Superman comeback. It would be followed with the 10 clotheslines of shit in the corner. Lashley's power slam and crossbody were also good. For the crossbody, Roman reacted too late from it. Lashley's axe handle from the top rope was good. Roman's fireman's carry was not that good. Reigns' leg drop was pretty off point. Lashley's spinebuster was pretty well done. Of course, then Lashley would hit the vertical suplex, which was on point. But of course, that would only get a 2 count because, it's not a Roman Reigns match without spamming the shit out of kickouts. So then Roman Reigns follows up with 2 stupid man punches. Lashley's belly to belly to counter to go up next would be good. Match ending, Roman would hit another stupid man punch. As Roman would go for the spear, Lashley would counter with a spear of his own, and Lashley gets the 3 count for the win. Wow. Roman didn't win a pay-per-view match. Wow, Roman, you suck. But yeah, wow. Alright, Vince, what's the excuse this time? You were pretty confident Roman was going to win this match. What'd you call audible for this time? How many creams did Roman put in the coffee? Did he put 1 too many creams, or did he put 2 too many creams? What's the excuse? Tell us, Vince. Just tell us. But anyway, moving on. Next up. But yeah, that was the first half of the show. Some terrible matches. Next up, we get the Raw Women's title match, Extreme Rules match for the Raw Women's title. Alexa Bliss defense against Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey is sitting at ringside in the front row, like she said she would. Some highlights of the match. Bliss's whole way on Nia Jax into a steel chair in the corner was pretty good. Near the end of the match, Bliss and Mickie James would attack Natalya to try and neutralize her, since Natalya was in Nia Jax's corner. That would actually bring Ronda Rousey out of the crowd, and Rousey would attack Mickie James and Alexa Bliss, but Bliss would be able to take Rousey out. Then the match end, Alexa Bliss would hit Jax with a DDT onto the chair to get the 3 count for the win to retain the Raw Women's title. And if anyone's wondering, Rousey's 30-day suspension ends Wednesday, but since it's not Raw, Ronda's able to be at the show. She found a loophole in the suspension system. Alright, next up, we got a WWE Championship match. AJ Styles defense against Rusev. Rusev Day. Will we have a Rusev Day celebration for the ages? Let's find out. Some highlights of the match. Rusev's Machka kick was good. AJ's drop kick's also good. The spinning neck breaker was good. Some great moments in this match. Rusev actually couldn't lock in the accolade because AJ would do good damage to the leg. AJ would lock in the calf crusher, which was good. But an English would help interfere, which did not pay off dividends. Match ending. Rusev would run into a turnbuckle he exposed head first earlier in the match. That would allow AJ Styles to hit the springboard 450 and phenomenal forearm combo to get the 3 count for the win to retain the WWE Championship. So Rusev Day comes to a crashing halt. But hey, at least Rusev's over with the crowd with that Rusev Day chant. That's one positive I can say about this. But yeah. There we go. Don't worry, Rusev. Someday you'll have your ultimate Rusev Day celebration of the ages. Someday. Anyway, we have now got to our main event. The 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. So highlights in the match. Seth Rollins would go up 1-0 with 25:50 to go in the match by pinning Dolph after hitting the match's throw. Then Seth would go up 2-0 with 22:02 left in the match after hitting Dolph with the curb stomp. And then around 21 minutes left to go in the match, Drew McIntyre would attack Seth Rollins, forcing DQ, and that would put Seth Rollins up 3-0, because remember, the match is guaranteed to be 30 minutes. Most falls at 30 minutes wins. That would allow Drew McIntyre to get Drew McIntyre ejected from the match. But Drew would hit the Claymore on Seth Rollins for a post-fall assault. Dolph Ziggler would take advantage of that immediately by pinning Seth to cut the lead to 3-1. Around a minute later, Dolph Ziggler would then hit the super kick to make it a 3-2 match. Then a minute later, Dolph would hit the zigzag to tie the match 3-3. So within 2 minutes, Seth Rollins blew a 3-0 lead. With 15:53 to go in the match, around the halfway point, Dolph would take the lead by pinning Seth with his feet on the ropes. And after that, Dolph would go on defense using his amateur wrestling style to try and run the clock out and steal the win. He was able to do that pretty good for almost 12 minutes, but with 3:08 to go in the match, Seth Rollins would tie the match by slingshotting Dolph in a turnbuckle, followed by the sunset flip. As time ran out, Seth Rollins would hit the stomp as time ran out, so the match, after 30 minutes, ends 4-4. So initially it was declared a tie, but Dolph would initially retain the championship due to champion's advantage because titles did not change hand on a tie. That would bring Raw General Manager Kurt Angle to come out, and Kurt announcing that the match will not end this way and there will be a clear-cut winner, and then announces the match would restart in sudden death overtime. So they go to overtime, back and forth. So the match ending, Drew McIntyre would come out and distract Seth. That distraction would be long enough for Dolph to hit the zigzag to get the 3 count to retain the title and win the Iron Man match 5-4 in overtime. Dolph actually did one better. I think I said Dolph 4-3. They did one better. But yeah, really good main event match. That match easily is a contender for match of the year, without a doubt. Both of them put on a good match. 30 minutes, they were able to show what they got. So, my thoughts on the pay-per-view. The first half was crap. It was complete garbage. A complete disaster. The last 2 matches sort of made up for it, but it wasn't enough because the damage was already done. And I guess, Roman also losing clean also helps with the rating. Rating for this, it was pretty trash. The first half of the show was pretty trash. The second half was okay. The last 2 matches looked good. The main event was really good. Rating, my overall rating though, 3 out of 10 is my final rating for Extreme Rules. The quest for a good pay-per-view continues. Will we get one this year? We'll have to depend. That depends. And oh yeah, remember how I said that this year is 2017 all over again? Scratch that. This is way worse than 2017. I think this 2017 was the worst year of professional wrestling, or worst year for WWE. 2018 is now the point of no return. Vince has dug himself into a ridiculous hole with his incompetence. Vince, seriously, I have one solution. Blow it up. Restart from scratch. Rebuild. Sell fucking everything. Because really, each week, and this is coming off the least viewed Raw in the history of WWE last week. And this time, you have no excuses. You weren't competing with anybody last Monday, Vince. And you got only 2.4 million. You had an excuse with the September 2016 episode that had 2.47 because it was up against the presidential debate. And for Raw Monday, you may also have a half-decent excuse because you'll be competing with the MLB Home Run Derby, but SmackDown has to compete with the MLB All-Star Game because the MLB All-Star Game is the only sports All-Star Game that actually matters because they actually put World Series home advantage on the line. The other ones really don't mean fuck all. But yeah, once again, WWE, same old shit. It's the same old shit. Same old shit. The same song and dance. Every single week. Why do I even watch? Why do I even care? It's so fucking dumb. But yeah, 3 out of 10, my final rating. Not gonna be a dick and give it a 0 this time. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone enjoys it. And yeah, peace out. Oh, by the way, after SummerSlam, I'm going to be starting NXT reviews, where I'll be reviewing all the NXT episodes. And don't worry, the 205 reviews will be coming up in November. So yeah, you're going to have more content coming to the channel. Don't worry about it. Got C-Rad's got you covered, both folks. But yeah, peace out, everybody.